All right, everybody, let's break it down. Let's do a quick webinar. But this week was so phenomenal. We got to break it down. All right, so bear with me here. I'm out in South Carolina. Got my cousin's wedding coming up today. So we're going to have to do this quick. But we got to talk about these charts over here because there was a lot of really good opportunity this week. And I want to make sure that we go into next week completely equipped and ready to go and pull the trigger. All right, so let's break this down. Give me a second here. We're going to pull up SPY. And once again, the purpose and of these webinars is really simple, but it's to focus on execution and what's actually working and how we like to execute every day in these markets. Okay, so we've been trading the RBIs, the GBIs. So we got my boy Todd on. Where's my boy? Yo, that's my boy. What up, T?
Oh, looking at these charts, man.
Yes.
All I do.
Listen, bro, we got to. All right, so this is what we've been doing. All right, so I've been focusing very strongly on the morning RBIs, GBIs, like this right here, and then playing that 2-minute 20 retest. Okay, this has been my key way of getting in and out of the market. And it's actually been serving me very well. All right, so Monday morning, you'll see here, once again, we get an RBI in pre-market. Todd, these RBIs in pre-market, like right before the bell, I've been using these and playing the retest like crazy. This one wasn't a perfect example. But once again, price came into the 2-minute, couldn't close outside of it. I go long. My stop loss goes right here, and then I start targeting high of day. All right, so once again, it might not look like much, but it's so important because it tells me exactly where to get into the trade, okay? Like all the other strategies out there, in my opinion, not all of them, but they leave you lacking clarity. Where do I actually pull the damn trigger? And just to be clear here, once again, what I am looking for is an RBI and GBI in the 5-minute. It gives me the context, right? Because once I see that, I know I'm bullish. I drop down to that 2-minute 20, and I'm looking to play a retest. Once we can't close outside, I enter in long, okay? This candle closes inside the moving average, bam, I'm in long. There's no if, and, but, what. No, in long, my stop goes where? Right here. And then I target high of day, all right? So we got a nice little move here in the beginning. And then I ended, now I'm waiting, right? Price is going up, not getting anything. Once again, I'm on the 5-minute time frame here. And I really like this one, Todd. Check this one out. You're going to really like this. So on this one, we get ourselves a GBI, okay? Green bar, ignored. I drop down to the 2-minute. What do? I play the 2-minute 20 retest, okay? Can't close outside the 2-minute 20. I enter in short. And I target my downside target, okay? Now, this is the next very important part, okay? We have a green bar that's ignored. So, I draw my zone for context, okay? Context is that pretty word that all what it means is I'm looking to see between the lines, okay? The market's not always going to tell you. So, we got to find ways to discover opportunity. Green bar ignored. This is the area of value. Price rallies up, comes right back into the AOV. Todd, come on. Look at it. Look at it. Right here. In long. Inside the area of value. Targeting the high. This trade right here was an absolute smoke show. And once again, though, like this isn't... All we're doing is we're identifying opportunity using the 5-minute RBI, GBI entry criteria. And then we're actually getting into the trade as soon as we can't close outside the 20. And then you take the market all the way up to high of day. I mean, this thing literally, this was one of my best trades all week. Just simple. I really like that. That break of structure right there, Todd. Look at that, right? Like, look at we're moving down. We got structure. Boom. Structure's broke. Over with. Dude, sellers just lost the ball. Right? Like, and we know this because why? The structure broke. Oh wait, Josh, but where do I actually where do I get in? Come on. Come on, baby. That was a good one.
And it's the psychological thing about it too, Josh. Say you're short, and that big old bar wipes all that price out to the left.
Bam.
Do you think people are stopping out there?
Absolutely.
Trapped sellers.
Absolutely. This is and that Todd just mentioned the most important part of the strategy. See, I got a lot of clients that struggle with discipline or patience or and I used to as well, right? Like not knowing, do I get in? FOMO, right? You know what gets rid of all that? Understanding where everyone else is losing money, okay? The essence of our strategy is built on identifying trapped sellers and buyers, okay? Right here, we have ourselves some sellers getting into the market, okay? We know this because we have a green bar that was just ignored, telling us sellers are strong. This candle that Todd's referring to just wiped out all of these guys, right? And they might not necessarily, some stomped out here, some stomped out there, but where they're really going to start stomping out is exactly where they previously got into the market, okay? We have sellers getting into the market. We have sellers getting out of the market right here, okay? They're stopping out at the exact same entry spot they got in, okay? And now the the momentum is shifting, right? Because where sellers were getting into the market here, these same exact sellers are now stomping out of the market here. And this is how we trade. This is the philosophy. This is the essence. This is the foundation of our strategy. And when you start to understand it, it makes the decision-making process a lot easier. It doesn't make it perfect? No. Doesn't make it, are you always right? No. But it simplifies it, and it makes it easier to stop making those bad trading decisions and building bad habits. Now you get to start building good habits. I mean, look at this. This thing, then we got another red bar ignored here. Another 2-minute 20 retest where, Todd? Look at this. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. It's just beautiful. This whole thing was absolutely beautiful, phenomenal. I mean, Monday, especially later in the day when the market starts to really, find its balance, you really start to get really, really good opportunity. Monday, cooked through that. Tuesday, not the best price action. This was Veterans Day, which, in the morning we lacked a lot of volume. I was able to capitalize on this long play here off open print. And once again, right, using that same, and you'll see these boxes all over my chart, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just identifying the opportunity, right? In the morning, we got chop, okay? Flat 20, moving averages are flat. Anytime moving averages are flat, I'm pretty much sidelined. We finally get ourselves a green bar right here that's completely disrespected. So what do? I then drop down to a lower time frame, and I go to look for an opportunity, okay? Drop down to the 2-minute. I don't get any opportunity, all right? This is where I'm like, okay, is the 2-minute getting respected? No. If it's not getting respected, I'm not trading it, okay? Then, next, bam, we get ourselves a red bar that gets ignored right here. I actually got some questions about this. Like, Josh, why didn't you trade this? What kept you from trading it? And in all reality, if price isn't respecting my moving averages the way I want them to, I'm just not going to trade. Right? Like, moving averages do so much for us. Yes, they tell us the trend. Yes, is it healthy? Is it not? But what they like what they really do for me is let me know, like, hey, should I be participating, or maybe should I wait for better price action? And once again, that's going back to what we were just talking about. Like, I need to know if the market's in a good environment, and the way I do that is just by using my moving averages. So I was able to avoid this price action, stay away from this price action. And then at 11:55, I finally get a nice red bar that gets disrespected. I drop down to the 2-minute. And once again, we get that clean retest off the 20 right there. And what I really liked about this trade is we had high of day as a target, but then we had end of day up here that was really like this was a big trade. This is why I love trading open print, right? Too, because once again, like if buyers take the open here, we know this thing's headed all the way back up to the high of day. Bam. Yeah, Tuesday was clean. Horrible in the beginning. And like once again, if the market's not giving me what I like if I feel like I'm forcing, or I just don't feel like, you know, I'm resonating with price, it's for a reason. And then I step away. This is when I go to the gym. I put some space in between me and the charts, and then later in the day, as the price starts to smooth out, it's just much easier to really get that good opportunity. I mean, and then look at this. I love it. I can look at this all day, right? You get that RBI up here, retest, right? Like the RBIs and GBIs are going to guide you. When you don't know what to do, wait for the next RBI and GBI. Wednesday was the best day of the week. Absolute beautiful. Do I still got you? I still got people? Okay. Maybe I missed them. They'll be back. Check this out. Wednesday, absolute beautiful price action. And once again, though, right? Like, it's up to us to spot the opportunity, right? The market's not just going to tell you, hey, get in here, right? Like, I need a simple way to look at price and be like, hey, you know what? Opportunity is present. So how do I do that? The same process, the RBI, the GBI, okay? Right here at 935, we get a red candle that's ignored, right? What's really important about this, guys, is look what happened in pre-market. Green bar, disrespected, 5-minute time frame, retest, sellers defend it. How do we know? Where do we actually get into the market? Look at the moving average. Look at how price cannot close. Like, if price can't close outside the moving average, it's for a reason. That's where we want to get in, right? Like, there's so many different variables and all these different levels of structure. What is it I'm supposed to look at?
Go to the beach real quick.
All right, I'll meet you there. Did you guys already eat?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll meet you guys there. So once again, as price comes up to the moving average, can't close outside of it, that's where I'm getting into the market, right? So captured that nice little short play right there. And then as price came back up to this zone, that's where I'm looking to get back into the market. Come on, guys. So once again, using these to identify the opportunity. That's what I'm looking to do. And just look at here, right? Price comes in here. Can't close. Boom. Enter into the market short. Stop loss goes right above it. Targeting your downside target. Wednesday, it was RBI, GBI Central. Right? Like if anybody struggles with spotting these, study Wednesday. Wednesday had perfect price action over and over. Green bar, disrespected, hop in. Babe, shut the door, please. Green bar, disrespected, bam. Price comes back up, retest it. That's where you're looking to get in. I mean, this was just blueprint. Look at this. Another one. Price comes up, can't close outside the 20, trade with the 20. Like these days, guys, we can't be leaving any money on the table. Like these are the days that are going to help you pass your account, right? Like, if you're not taking full advantage of these days, that's where you could get better this week, right? And how do you know the day's good? Once again, look at the 1 hour trend, hugging price. Look at the EMA cloud. Look at how well the 2-minute 20 is being respected. Like if you see it being respected, trade with it. But trade with it again later. Like don't be afraid. Do not sleep on these days. These are the days that you get to pass your account. Straight up. Like you can literally make 3, 4, 5 grand. Like you can make so much money on these days. This day was an absolute beautiful example of our edge. This is like study Wednesday. Study it. Right? Like this was it was literally like unbelievable how well our strategy performed on Wednesday.
That's why we trust the strategy.
Bro, Todd. Like, unbelievable. Like, And once again, right, going back to the trap buyers and sellers, right? Like every time you get an RBI or a GBI, it's literally telling you, hey, buyers right here are trapped. Price comes back up to the zone. What happens? They stomp out. Now these buyers are trapped. Price comes back to the zone. They stomp out. Now these buyers are trapped. Price comes back to the... Bro, it just rinse, repeat. Oh, I don't know where to get in. Look at the 2 minute. Look at this 20. This thing, Todd, Wednesday, it was unbelievable. It was over. And look at this. Bam.
That's it.
Bam.
That's it. Just knowing where to look, where's the location, you know?
Yeah.
Where is that going to happen? Like that 10-12 candle right there. That's the candle I preach about nonstop.
Yep.
That candle right there.
Wipes everything out to the left. Look at that.
You wiping some stuff out. That's institution. That's an institutional bank candle. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
It's like the follow through on these. And I tell you what, right? Like when you're spotting these, and it's also, I think it's important to point out for the viewers that like these candles, it's like when they're with the trend as well, right? Like the cloud is red, the 1 hour trend is moving down, it's healthy, right? And like when you see these, like this on the 5 minute, we got a green bar ignored. You drop down to the 2, most likely you're gonna see one of these very large candles that are wiping everything out to the left of it. And when you trade with trend and you spot these, like I'm telling you, these are the days that you'll pass an account in 1 day on these days, because like you just keep cracking it. It's just repeat. It's like if you were playing blackjack and you just kept getting pocket kings, like 20. Like, yeah, every once in a while the house might get you, but over the matter of, I mean, a day on like this, you're gonna do exceptionally well. You're gonna absolutely kill it. And that's, I mean, dude, Wednesday, this was literally picture perfect. Thursday, this goes back to my pre-market RBI GBI. Okay, green bar ignored in pre-market. Watch what happens here. Okay, like just watch this. This is Todd. This has been my ace boon coon, right? Look at this. Like this is, and it's right off previous day low. This was key, right? Check this out. Watch the 2 minute here. See this? GBI retest, can't close outside the 20. In short, capture a mega move here. What was this? $3 move to the downside in the first 10 minutes of the market, right? Like in this day, I literally was hitting them in pre-market because pre-market's going to give it to you too. Look at this. Pre-market's giving you the sauce as well. So like, when the market's just in that, it's just in the zone like that. Now, ready? This is the most important part. Josh, is it bullish or bearish? What's the GBI at? Can we close outside of it? No, we cannot. Entered back into the market short right here. And you know what I've been doing, Todd? So, oh, Josh, I didn't get a GBI entry. Why'd you get in? Because I understood the context. I'm talking about this short play we caught right here, okay? Check it out. Green bar, ignored. Price comes up. Can't close outside of it. I want to get in short. Drop down to the 2 minute. We close outside of the 20. So now I know it's bearish. Price comes up. Closes bearish right here. I'm in short. My stop goes where? Above the candle. Right? Like, I can't stress this enough because I used to be the trader that missed a ton of trades. Now, if I'm looking at the 5 minute time frame and I understand who's in control, I know who's in control because the green bar was ignored. Sellers are in control. We've just came up and retested it. I want to get in short. I need an entry. Drop down to the 2. spot weakness, spot an entry candle. Okay? Why is this an entry candle? Because I now know where to stop out. My stop out goes above the candle, right? And it's also right in this little pocket here, this 2-minute RBI, right? So like just understanding the mechanics, and this is what we really work with people in the mentorship, is I really go hard teaching them how the market inherently operates. So like if it works on the 5, it's going to work sometimes on the 2. It's going to work a lot of the times on larger time frames. So you just learn what these trap buyers and sellers, these candlestick patterns are actually telling you. And you know, hey, there were some buyers that got sellers that are now trapped, and now they're taking control of the market here. So I'm going to get back in here. My stop's going to go right up here so that I can capitalize on the context, which is bearish right here, right? Like I want to capitalize on this, but I can't exactly find an entry. Okay, we close outside the 20. That's bearish. Super bearish candle here. I'm going to get in short, and my stop's going to go right here. Bam. Really?
Yes, sir, that's a great explanation. And to anybody that's like a new trader, listen to this. Do yourself a favor and really dive into your candlestick analysis, because that's once I spent a year straight just diving into candlestick analysis.
Yeah.
And it's changed the way I view the market. I took a short at that 1244 candle, and Josh, you already know what I'm gonna say. That's what I look for.
Yeah.
And it's, yeah.
Well,
on
and
the 2-minute 1244.
right here. Bam. This guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
you already know I did it.
yeah, it wiped everything out.
Yeah.
And you know, listen, what Todd's saying here too is you gotta look at it like, okay, when the market's trying to tell you something constantly, right? Like, and you either understand its language or you don't. Like, think of speaking to somebody that speaks a language you don't understand, right? You don't know what their intention is. You don't know what their motive is. If you can't communicate with somebody, you can't communicate. You can't do business. If you can't understand what the candles are telling you, you really can't do business in the market. We learn the language by studying moving averages in candlestick analysis, right? Obviously levels are very important because that's where the volume is. But like, you got to look at it like, listen, if you're looking to get into this game and you want to actually trade, understanding what the candles are telling you, right? The way they open, the way they close, how large they are, how erratic they are, the wick, every part of a candle is telling you something. And when it starts playing with the moving averages as well, and you can use all that, you better understand the context. And I mean, that's what Todd's talking, and that's exactly what he's saying right here. And like, when you understand the RBI and the GBI, right, it's just a very simple way. Hey, look, you know, we got a zone here. As price comes back into it, I'm looking to trade with that zone. What I really liked about this right here, Todd, is we got this green bar that's disrespected. This zone becomes the AOV. If I just extend this a little bit, right? Check this out. We have these buyers that got into the market, and now they're trapped. So, I'm going to say this until I die. The zone becomes the area of value. Todd went short right here. And also what he's doing is he's playing off the AOV. If buyers held this, we would have been able to see it. They couldn't. So as Todd's trying to verify sellers are controlling the market, and he does that by knowing, hey, this candle right here, it's wiping out everything to the left of it. All this battling, all this trap buyers, just he's identifying where the pain is. Okay? Where are them buyers getting, stomped out? Where are they losing money? Okay? If you can't get those, you know what you do? You play the 2-minute 20 retest. You can't close outside the 20. That's a short entry. Okay? And just playing off the AOV and playing the 2-minute 20, that alone on the most basic level is going to help you absolutely crush this market. I mean, another GBI right here. Study the candles. Study them. Study them. They tell us so much. They're phenomenal. Friday morning, I traded like straight shit, and but I still made $1,000 this day. And this is what I want to say. It's not like, look at me, oh my God. What I want to say here is very important lesson here. So what's it called? We call it perceptual distortion. When you aren't seeing things clearly, okay? It doesn't mean try to force and figure it out. It means get away from the chart and come back. I can't say this enough. I took 2 setups, and I had my family right next to me. I'm out on vacation. My daughter, everybody wants to go to the beach. I'm trying to host, I'm trying to trade live. Nobody understands traders' life, right? They just think we fuck around on the computer. In reality, we're literally trying to focus and extract money. Whatever. It's still no excuse. I took a long play here, and I just want to point out, okay, I'm entering long here. I'm very far away from the 2-minute 20. So, like, if I'm entering long here, I got to remind myself I am nowhere next to the 2-minute 20. I can't hold the pullback. I couldn't. The risk was too large. I stomped out. Okay? I ended up taking another long play here. I get stomped out. I shut my computer off. I'm done. I don't want to lose any more money. And it's not even about losing the money. It's I knew I wasn't seeing things clearly. Okay? So I stepped away from the market, ended up coming back later in the day, and I traded NQ because NQ really pays a lot, but you got to be focused, right? Don't play around with NQ if you ain't focused. If you're not focused, you're going to get hurt. But I ended up taking a short play. Where was she? Was it later in the day? Yeah, it was right. It was right here, actually. Yeah. So, once again, I think it was. Hold on. I'll tell you. I actually forgot. Let me pull up the Discord here real quick. Because I posted it. But basically is what I'm getting at is if you're not seeing the game clearly, you need to step away from the market. Here it is right here. Look at this NQ play I ended up taking right here. Just absolute banger. Hold on. So what is this? At 3:39 p.m. I'm in short. Looks like this. Okay? 2 contracts on NQ. Why did I get in short? The same criteria as always. Green bar is ignored. Dropped down to the 2-minute. Identified a good entry. Hopped in short. I got 2 NQ cons. Okay? We start cooking. Where we at? We start cooking down. I trim it. Right? Boom, take a trim, and just look at this right here, okay? We got a GBI here. Price comes up to the zone. Look at this entry I got on this retest, Todd, right? And like once again, this isn't like, oh my God, look at me. But what I'm seeing here is price couldn't close above the key zone. So we came in, we get that wick. I'm back in short, and I got a tight stop. As soon as this candle closed, I enter. Look where my stop is, Todd. Look at this. Right above the wick. Tight.
Hell yeah.
Tight, bro. Like in I remember I was just in flow state. But we get this green candle, it closes, boom, I enter in 2. I'm trading NQ and my stop is 150 on 2 cons. That's crazy. Bro, that's 1 tick. 2 tick. That's literally like 2 ticks, bro. And I'm like, dude, I'm more, and what do we always say? I'm focused more on the risk than anything else. So,
Yeah.
I was
That's beautiful. You gotta take that.
and like, especially if you're trading futures, you can always get right back in. Don't be afraid to lose 150, but get a perfect damn entry. Like, because now the old Josh is entering right here. This is where I usually enter short. I'm already up $800. So And you know what I'm saying? And then this thing, I mean this, and look, it just kept cooking. This thing cooked, and I trimmed it. I was down